Ethiopia's ability to resist Islamic rule throughout history is remarkable and can be attributed to several key factors, including geography, diplomacy, military resistance, and religious identity. Geography and natural barriers. Ethiopia's rugged terrain, with high mountains, deep valleys, and vast plateaus, made it difficult for invading armies to advance and maintain control. The challenging landscape also helped Ethiopian rulers retreat and regroup during times of external threat, giving them a defensive advantage to strong Christian identity. Ethiopia's adoption of Christianity in the 4th century, under King Ezana of the Aksumite Kingdom, established a strong religious identity that persisted despite Islamic expansion. The Ethiopian Orthodox Church played a significant role in unifying the people under a shared religious tradition, fostering resistance to external religious influences. Early diplomatic relations with Muslims. Ethiopia maintained good relations with early Muslims. According to Islamic tradition, when Muslims faced persecution in Mecca, the Prophet Muhammad advised some followers to seek refuge with the Christian king of Aksum, the first Hijra. The Aksumite king, possibly King Ashama ibn Abjar, granted the refugees asylum, fostering goodwill between the early Muslim community and Ethiopia. This respect may have discouraged early Muslim conquests of Ethiopia, military resistance, and local alliances. When Islamic forces did attempt to expand into Ethiopia, local rulers successfully resisted. A significant example is the 16th century conflict with Ahmad ibn Ibrahim al-Ghazi, the Imam of the Adal Sultanate, who led a jihad against Ethiopia. Although Ahmad initially captured much of the Ethiopian highlands, Ethiopian forces regrouped with Portuguese military support and defeated him, preserving the country's sovereignty. Portuguese assistance in the 16th century. During Ahmad al-Ghazi's invasion, Ethiopia formed an alliance with the Portuguese, who were interested in securing a Christian ally in Africa to counter Muslim influence along the Red Sea and Indian Ocean. This alliance provided Ethiopia with firearms and military expertise, which proved decisive in turning the tide of the war against the Adal Sultanate's decentralization of Islamic forces in the region. The Horn of Africa was home to various Muslim states, such as the Sultanate of Adal and later the Sultanate of Harar, but these entities were often fragmented and lacked the unity needed to conquer Ethiopia permanently. As a result, Ethiopia managed to fend off multiple smaller Muslim incursions rather than facing a single, powerful force capable of sustained conquest, control of strategic trade routes. Ethiopia maintained control over critical inland trade routes, reducing its reliance on Muslim coastal cities. This economic independence lessened the impact of any attempts to pressure the kingdom through trade restrictions or blockades. In summary, Ethiopia's survival against Islamic rule was due to its difficult geography, strong Christian identity, effective military resistance, early diplomacy with Muslim communities, and strategic alliances with foreign powers like the Portuguese. These factors combined to allow Ethiopia to maintain its sovereignty and religious identity in a region where many other states came under Islamic influence.